It's Glitch Tutorials here today and in this video I'm going to be showing you all of the best Haunted Havoc glitches. These will guarantee you first place. The mimics are not a problem in any of these glitches as well, but just before I get into this video, if you could please smash that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, and let's get into this video. I've shown this glitch a bunch of times on my channel, but there's actually a whole lot easier way of getting to the quick revive part of this glitch. A lot of people struggle to get it, and I'm going to be showing you the easier way of doing it. So all you need to do is just pick up a stamp and get the lion sword. Make sure to upgrade it. Everyone knows how to upgrade it, so I'm just going to skip that part. But all you have to do is hit one parasite, go over to the room over at speed cola, hit the door, hit another parasite, and then hit the door again until all four symbols are on the door. Once all four symbols are on the door, you just want to interact with it, go down into the tunnel, go to the stone that's right in front of you down the stairs. You just want to interact with that to place the sword into the stone, and then you just need to follow exactly what I do. So all you need to do is shoot the four symbols. The first symbol is the circle with the dot, the second symbol is the snowflake, the third symbol is the triangle, and then the fourth symbol is the circle with the line through it. There's two ways of doing this glitch. You can either buy a mutant injection from the crafting table, or there's another way where all you need is stims. If you're struggling to get up the hill once out the map, there is a way of doing it with just stims and you completely skip going up the hill, and I'm going to show you both ways. Now, what you need to do is go over to the cannon and make sure to shoot yourself back at spawn. The reason why you need to do this is because there's a death barrier on top of the roof that you need to ether shroud on top of. So once you've done this, that's the death barrier open. You just need to jump onto the fountain, put your crosshairs where I do, run, ether shroud, then instantly jump. And if you do it correctly, you'll land on top of this roof. Once you're on top of this roof, just come to this part of the roof, jump onto this invisible barrier, and then walk along it so you can jump out of the map. Once you're out the map, as soon as you fall through this building, make sure to pop your mutant injection because there's death barriers under the map. And then all you need to do is just follow exactly where I'm going. So you just want to run straight until you see this little mountain here. Right where I'm pinging is exactly where you need to go. And what you want to do to get up is use your left analog stick and move that to the right whilst jumping at the same time. So just spam your jump button whilst running and moving your left analog stick to the right. So that was the first way of doing it with a mutant injection. This is how you do it with stims. So all you need to do is just jump on the barrier again. But once you're out the map, you want to turn right. You need to run fast because you do hit death barriers, but what you need to do is jump on this handrail right here and then turn around and jump on top of this ledge here. Once you're on here, just follow where I'm going on the map until you reach this part. There's no death barrier here, so you will not die, so just let your health regenerate whilst you're in this part. And then all you need to do is go along the outskirts of the map until you finally hit this cave in just a second. Once you're over at this cave, all you need to do is jump on the cave, run until you're at the end of the cave, use your stims if you need to, and then just jump off the map, and that will get you on top of the hill. And then exactly where I'm pinging is where you need to run whilst you're in the mutant injection. To know that you've done it correct, you actually start floating in the air because you're being water, like invisible water, so it'll kick you out of the mutant injection as well. So a part that I forgot to show, you need to open up this door, but you can do this whilst you're out the map, so just swim exactly where I do, open it up. If you don't open that up, it will hit a death barrier and you will end up dying whilst you're getting into the next part of the glitch. So now that you've opened that, you can either open it before getting into the glitch, or you can just do it like I did it there. Then all you need to do is come over to this zombie spawn. You want to swim up, and then as soon as you're about to land out of the water, you want to jump at the same time. If you do it correctly, you'll land on top of this zombie spawn. So the old way is a bit trickier. A lot of people struggled. So what you had to do was pull out your equipment whilst running and jumping at the same time until you land on top of this pillar right here. Once you're on top of this pillar, all you had to do was run, ether shroud, then instantly jump. And if you've done it correctly, you'll actually land on top of this barrier right here. And that was the old way of doing it. But there's a whole lot easier way of doing it as well. So I'm going to show you right now how to do that. That was the harder way of doing it. And this is how you do the easier way. The reason why it's easier is because the barrier is a lot lower, so it's a lot easier to get on top of. So all you need to do is just put your crosshairs where I do above this zombie spawn here. You want to run, ether shroud, and instantly jump straight after. And if you do correctly, you'll land on top of here. And that's how easy it is. And then you will hit death barriers whilst you're up here. To stop that, just jump on top of this rock right here. Once your health is regenerated, all you need to do is just jump straight back over. And then once you've done that, you just need to put your crosshairs where I do, run and dolphin dive on top of this barrier here. Once you're on top of here, you just want to come to this part, and then you need to do another run and dolphin dive to get on top of this barrier. Once you're on top of this barrier, you just want to run around, and it's like the older glitch where you just run along the side of these stairs here. So jump on top of the stairs. Now that you're at the side of the stairs, all you need to do is run along them until you're at the back of the stairs. You will start hitting a death barrier, so you will need to jump off on top of this cave here. And then right in front of you is where you need to go. So just literally walk right in front of you until you hit this barrier right here. As soon as you hit this barrier, you will need to move back and do another run and dolphin dive to get on top of it. And then there's one more to get on top of. So that barrier right here, you just need to move backwards, run, dolphin dive, and get on top of that one. And now you're on top of the quick revive room. So you're pretty much in the glitch. This is so much easier to get into, a lot easier than the one where you need to pull out your equipment. So all you need to do is prone, go into this pillar right here, and it's as easy as that. Once you're in this pillar, to get the zombies attracted to you, all you need to do is go to the left hand side of the wall where quick revive is. You just want to put your head a little bit through the wall, and then you can actually attract all of the zombies. Swing as much as you want. You can't go AFK if you go like this though, because once you get the parasite rounds, the parasites will kill you and build up, because you can't kill the parasites and the vermin at the same time. So make sure that you watch over your controller. This is by far one of the best glitches for Haunted Havoc. So this glitch has always been a good glitch, but like I said, there was a couple of cons, and I've actually figured out how to fix both of them. So the first one was the ammo situation where you had to run and actually get ammo from the ammo cache. This makes it to where you don't even have to get out the corner. You can just stay in the corner all game without even having to get ammo, because all you need is the augment on Vulture Aid, Parting Gift, and Conda's Reach. And then the way to fix the amalgams from actually breaching through the wall to get you on the higher rounds, all you need is Energy Mine with a scattered augment and also extra charge. That absolutely destroys the amalgams, and having them two augments on just makes this glitch absolutely broken. So what you can do is open up the right hand side of the map that takes you to Deadshot Daiquiri, but you need to make sure that you don't open up the door after it. So make sure you keep this door shut. That's where the glitch is. If you open it, the glitch is ruined. So for this glitch to work, you will need to build the ice staff and also upgrade the ice staff. This is how you'll get high rounds, gobblegums, and unlimited XP. So if you don't know how to build the ice staff, I will put a tutorial in the description. I won't be showing you in this video, but there is one thing that I figured out that will help you build the ice staff, and I'm going to show you right now how to help you. So a lot of people struggle with this part of the ice staff, where you get the base of the ice staff and the head of the ice staff. To actually build the ice staff, you have to do this little quest and stop them from destroying the ice staff whilst it's getting built. So all you need to do to actually make this work, it makes it so much easier to do this, because you don't need to use a mutant injection or anything like that. All you need to do is just train the zombies around it. You will get the odd one or two zombies that will actually go towards it and try and destroy it. All you need to do is just shoot them whilst you're running around, and the majority of them will chase you, so they won't even be interested in the ice staff. You can also use your energy mine to kill the zombies. This is all based on how many zombies you kill. There's little stages of this. So every time you kill a certain amount of zombies, more will spawn, and you have to do that about 3 or 4 times. So all you need to do, like I say, is just run around in circles, train them. If you see a zombie that's hitting it, you'll get the odd 1 or 2. You just kill it, and then just keep training them whilst killing them. It makes it so much easier to do. So now that you've got the fully upgraded ice staff, the door that I told you not to open after the Deadshot Daiquiri machine is where you go. So you just go to the corner of the door like I do in the video, and all of the zombies will spawn on the other side. So if you're on a lower round than round 25, I would recommend using this glitch just to get you to round 25, so you can get the Wonder Fizz machine, and then you can buy your Vulture Aid. Once you've got your Vulture Aid with all of the augments that I showed you at the start, you'll never have to leave this corner. So it's absolutely broken, because you have unlimited ammo and you never have to go to the ammo cache. Once you're at round 25, the Wonder Fizz is in the Dark Ether. All you need to do is make sure that you buy Vulture Aid, because that's the main part of the glitch, so you never have to leave it. Once you've got Vulture Aid, just go straight back into the glitch, and I'm going to show you how to make this glitch absolutely broken. So now that you've got Vulture Aid, this is where you make the glitch so much better, so much more broken than what it was before. So as soon as the amalgam comes, all you need to do is just shoot your energy mines. All it takes is 2 energy mines on round 75. but it makes it so much more broken. So once the amalgam comes, all I do is shoot my engine main. I've got two stacked up with me having the extra charge, and then as soon as I've done that, as you can see, it absolutely obliterates the amalgam. And then also on the bottom right hand side, if you look at my ammo never goes down with me having vulture aid and the augments that I showed you. To get into this glitch, you will be needing Ether Shroud with the Burst Dash Augment, and also I would recommend putting an extra charge on. It just gives you more chance of getting into the glitch because you've got more charges to try it. And then if you are wanting high rounds, I would recommend putting on Vulture Aid, Parting Gift, and Conda's Reach. That will just help you replenish your ammo, especially if you've got the ice staff, so you can get as high of a round as you want. If you don't know how to build the ice staff, I'll have a link in the description. I've made a full video on how to build and upgrade the ice staff, so make sure to check that out. So before I show you the glitch, I'm going to show you a couple of settings that can actually make it so much easier for you to get into this glitch. So if you go to your controller settings, if you're on console, and then you go to movement and your slide and dive behavior, make sure to change that to dive only. This will make it so much easier because you will be needing to run, Ether Shroud, then instantly dive straight after. So it will make it 100% easier if you change it to that setting. And then also if you go to your edit button layout, go down to slide and dive and change that to your right stick. For me, it made it so much easier, and I'll show you how it made it easier once I actually show you the glitch. But I would recommend putting these two on to actually help you get into it. So this glitch is just located right after the Deadshot Daiquiri machine. So where the crafting table is, where you have to get a part of the ice staff, that's exactly where it is. And now I'm going to show you how to get into it. So all you need to do is go to the location that I've just said. You just need to go over into this corner here. You just want to put your crosshairs where I do. You want to run Ether Shroud, then instantly dive straight after. And you need to aim for that hole in the rock. If you do correctly, you actually breach through the hole. So I'm just going to show you again in slow motion. And the reason why I changed my button layout, because in my opinion, it makes it a whole lot easier to actually aim for the hole to breach through it. So all you need to do is come to this location, put your crosshairs where I do, and you want to run Ether Shroud, then instantly dive straight after. So as you can see, I put my crosshairs there, I run Ether Shroud, and then with me instantly diving with the right stick, so my knife button, that's normally my knife button, I can actually use that as soon as I prone to dive. I can use that to actually aim for the hole at the same time instead of having to do two different buttons. So in my opinion, it makes it so much easier. So now that you've breached through the rocks, I would recommend pinging the Deadshot Daiquiri machine because that's where you'll need to go to actually get into the glitch. So what you want to do is just follow the rocks like I do, follow the mini map exactly how I do it. And then as soon as you get to this part of the cave, as you can see when I aim at it in a second, above that part of the cave, there's actually an invisible barrier that will put you straight back into the map. So what you need to do is run and jump over it. If you don't do that, you will fall back into the map. And then as soon as you're on top of the Deadshot Daiquiri machine, there's actually an invisible barrier that you need to jump on top of. So as you can see in just a second, I'll jump on top of that barrier. And then once I'm on top of that barrier, you just need to follow the outside barrier of the rock. So as you can see on my mini map, the outside of the rock is exactly where you need to follow. So just follow exactly where I do. And then the red part, you just need to follow the outskirts of the rocks. As soon as you hit this, as you can see, there's a rock right here that I'm looking at. You just want to walk straight past this rock that I'm looking at right now. And then as soon as you walk past it, you'll actually fall off the rock. And then you'll be behind the ammo cache. So whilst you're falling, I would recommend using your left stick to try and keep you towards the outskirts of the map so you actually land in this spot right here. So for the zombies to pile up, make sure you're on the right hand side of the ammo cache, because if you're right behind the ammo cache, the zombies won't actually target you, they won't know where you are. So like I said, make sure use the left stick to try and keep you towards the edge of the rock whilst you're falling, because sometimes if you don't do that, you actually fall under the map, and if you're on solos, you'll just have to save and quit and do the full glitch all over again. Now that you're in this location, that's the glitch done. All you need to do is just shoot the floor with the ice staff, and with you having vulture aid with the augments that I showed you at the start of the video, As you can see on the bottom right, every time I kill a horde of zombies, make sure they're close to you. You actually pick up their ammo with the vulture perks, and then you pretty much can go as many rounds as you want. You're pretty much fully god mode in here. You can get unlimited rounds, gobblegums, and this is also another insane glitch for Haunted Havoc, so make sure to check this one out. Make sure that you don't open up the right hand side of the map. Make sure that you go through the bowling alleyway, and then what you'll be needing is burst dash on your ether shroud. And then also I would recommend building the jet gun, because there isn't an ammo cache behind there, so you won't be able to actually pick up any more ammo. So make sure that you've got the jet gun, because it's pretty much unlimited ammo, because it will keep regenerating. Now just head over to the bank top roof, and what you want to do is buy the zip line that takes you to spawn. But make sure that your ether shroud's powered up. You just want to put your crosshairs where I do. You want to run ether shroud, then instantly jump straight after onto this roof. There's a death barrier on the roof, so make sure that you don't stay on too long. And then you just want to fall behind the barrier that you didn't open at spawn. And as you can see, that barrier is shut as well. The zombie spawn that's right next to you, the zombies don't actually spawn with the barrier being shut. Behind the barrier, I would recommend coming to this side of the barrier, because there's a death barrier on the other side, and then all of the zombies will just run towards you, and then you can just keep killing them. You can actually kill the elite zombies as well, as long as you've got the jet gun. And as you could see at the start, when I got behind the barriers, obviously the barrier behind you is shut, so the zombie spawn that's right next to you, no zombies come through it, and no zombies come from behind. Manglers can shoot you with their cannon, like you're going to see in just a second, but all you need to do once it shoots you backwards, you just want to walk straight back into the corner. So as you can see, it shoot me out of the corner, I just run back in, and then I won't hit any death barrier damage. And all you want to do with the jet gun is just keep pressing the trigger, and then make sure that it goes up and down the ammo, so you don't lose too much ammo of the jet gun. So you just want to keep tapping it every so often, so it goes up and down, and then you can pretty much get unlimited XP, rounds, and gobblegums. So I'm going to show you what it's like when the abomination's there, because you can actually kill the abomination from behind here as well. This is what it looks like when the abomination spawns, so you can just keep shooting it. I would recommend before getting this glitch to actually upgrade the jet gun, so you can kill it a lot quicker. But also, if you want to get out without opening the barrier, I would recommend putting it anywhere but here GobbleGum on, and that will stop you from having to buy the door to get out of the glitch. So you can either buy the door, but then that will ruin the glitch for the game, or have it anywhere but here GobbleGum on. This isn't the best glitch out of all the glitches that I've shown in this video, but this is what it looks like on the Haunted Havoc game mode. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Could you please comment, rate, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.